Any last words, Daniel?
No last words.
Just new beginnings.
Just new beginnings.
Oh boy. Are you gonna cry?
Across the bay.
You nervous?
You better
Nervous.
cry. I have 10 bucks.
Scale of 10.
Scale
10
of
freaking
10.
out.
6.
6.
5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Going down.
You think you're gonna cry?
I would doubt it.
What if you see Kristen crying?
Then I might. If I see my brother crying.
We got money,
Cry.
dude.
Yeah, you better cry. I have 10 bucks right now.
I'm expecting Noel to cry.
I'm so sensitive.
I know.
Alright.
Sorry, everybody out.
I think everyone held it together until Jeff lost it. Yeah. And then everyone was done.
Immediately. Yeah.
Hello. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Derek, and I am the younger brother of the groom. And for those of you that do know me, listen up, because I know you don't hear me speak that much, so this might be the only chance you get. So Daniel asked me to be his best man, and immediately my nerves started to boil because I'm not the one to talk much or do public speaking. In fact, when he first asked me to be his best man, before I even said yes, the first thing I said was, "So I'm gonna have to give a speech, huh?" So in preparing the speech, I didn't really know what to say because I've never been married. I can't really tell him what to expect or give him advice. But so I did some research on what the best man's supposed to do, and I found that originally he's supposed to sing to the groom and praise him on all his good quality and traits. Well, one, I can't sing, and two, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up with Daniel was a blast. There was never a dull moment. You could walk by his room, and you're more often than not gonna see him in front of his mirror with his guitar, pretending to be a rock star. In our childhood, it was me, Daniel, and then our two younger nephews, Shane and Nick, that us four were always hanging out together. We were always good friends, you know. Daniel was the oldest one, so he taught us how to play video games, play sports, do all those things. And us three, we just followed him, did whatever he did. He was our leader basically, and we accepted that, and we liked it. But I think he may have abused his privileges of being the oldest one. At one point in our lives, when we were really into baseball, Daniel would marvel at how good of a pitcher I was, or just say like, "Oh man, you pitch the ball so hard and so fast. You should be all-time pitcher." Okay, I'm getting this unusual praise, so I kind of liked it. But it didn't stop there. To Shane, he said, "Oh man, you get all the grounders. You should be catcher. You're pretty good at that." And then Nick, you get all the pop flies, you get all the grounders. You should be all-time outfield because you're pretty good. So where did that leave Daniel? Well, he was self-appointed all-time batter. So when there's only 4 people playing baseball, the only fun thing to do is to bat. So Daniel kind of stole that from us, but we had no idea. But then once we realized that that's not how you play baseball, I don't think we ever played again. But despite from all that, Daniel has his nurturing and caring side. My mom and Gia always take delight in telling stories of how Daniel would come comfort me when I was crying as a baby. My mom would tell him, "Hey, go get your guitar, Derek's crying." So not only did he get his guitar, he got his guitar, his cowboy hat, and his cowboy boots. Put him on, and he's probably 5, so he probably has diapers too. But he would sing La Bamba to me. And apparently it worked because I would stop crying. So Daniel has a natural ability to make those uncomfortable and in pain feel at ease and just feel comfortable. So I think he chose the right profession. And but Daniel is just he's a genuine person. He's got a great personality. He has plenty of friends. I don't think he has any enemies or holds any grudges with anyone in this world. he's a popular guy that you want a lifelong friendship with because you know he'd have your back. If you ever called him up and you needed anything, he'd be there. I think his friends here are a great reflection of the kind of person Daniel is. I mean, how many people can say that they had their best friend at all phases through their life here? I mean, he's got his best friend in Brandon in grade school. In high school, he's got his best friend in Eric. In college, he's got his best friend in Noel. And for medical school, he's got his best friend from Chad and Noel. But aside from being a good friend, he's been a great brother to me. He's always been there for me. And I know I might not tell him enough, or he may not even think, but he's had a real profound impact on my life. He's always been there. Like, I've always looked up to him. He's a good role model to me. And then when I was younger and I would copy him and do anything he did, it usually resulted in me getting hit by him or him getting mad. But now when I try to follow and emulate him, I realize that my life is a lot better. I'm a lot more successful as a person. So Daniel, thank you very much for everything. So Tristan, you've always been part of the family, but now that it's official, as a younger brother to an older sister now, be good to Daniel. Treat him right. Daniel, you do the same. No bullying her. And if you guys do that, I know you guys will have a long, happy marriage. But I want to be realistic in that with all the highs comes their lows, and I might not always, that you guys are going to have bad days. You guys are going to, just like any marriage. But I may not always be there for you, Daniel, like you were for me. Well, so whenever you're feeling down and out, I just want you to remember this moment. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. So, I guess I'm taking my drink. So please, everyone, hold your glasses up. Daniel and Kristen, that they have a long marriage, happy, full of love, laughter, and joy.